Put one more counter on this bad boy right here. Attack in, double up Adeline, double up Sparring Regimen, double up everything. Oh my god, this deck is actually bonkers. This deck is actually bonkers. Bro, this is only my second time playing it, so it's like, it's a little out there. It's like, I didn't know it did this. I didn't know it did all of this. Isshin is godly. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today's deck just about short-circuited every part of my brain, and it's because it just absolutely overstimulated me with the amount of triggers and effects that this thing can do, because we're talking today about a Mardu card called Isshin, where it allows us to double the effects of all of our attack triggers. And let me just tell you, this thing got out of hand real quick, and I still don't even think I know how to play it correctly, but you're gonna see just what I mean here in a moment in the gameplay footage. But before I dive into this completely, if you are new here on the channel and you find any value in today's content, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. It goes a very long way, as well as maybe a like. That also helps a lot. So with that being said, let's talk about it. Isshin. What is Isshin? Like I just said, I basically gave a brief synopsis here, but basically all of your creatures that trigger some sort of attack ability, whether that be, you know, treasures with Goldspan Dragon or things like that nature, right? Every time it attacks, it's doing something. You're gonna double that effect. So today's deck, like I said, the overstimulation on this thing was next level, because there are 1,000 potential triggers going off in one turn, and it's really hard to keep up with what's going on because we're kicking things off with venturing, right? I didn't intend for this to be a venture deck. I thought we'd get a few triggers from the venture and be like, okay, cool, we're getting some value from the dungeons. That's pretty awesome. No, we're completing dungeons on the regular. This is a very big venture list, which is pretty wild. We've got full set playset of venture, the Triumphant Adventurer, and Nadar. Both of these, when they attack, trigger a dungeon step. So you're getting 2 dungeon steps every single turn they attack when you have an Isshin on the battlefield. Also, you get a trigger when the paladin enters the battlefield, so we're pretty familiar with those cards. Sparring Regimen. Here's one that most people might not think of because it's not technically a creature attacking, but whenever you do attack and trigger an ability, it triggers twice, so that does count for the Sparring Regimen. So this is going to come in, and every time your creatures attack, you get to put a 1/1 counter on one of them, and it on taps becomes basically gives it vigilance. It's triggering twice, so you're getting 2 1/1 counters, and both your creatures are now on tapping, which is pretty awesome. Adeline, no brainer. You're spitting out double the human tokens. And let's see, we got the Thundering Raiju. This card right here is going to, every time it attacks, it's going to deal damage to your opponent's face based on how many modified creatures you have. So getting double effects, you're getting a pretty awesome deal there. Goldspan Dragon, we already talked about. You're going to spit out double the treasures, so your mana should never be an issue. Once Goldspan hits the field, you're just going to be spitting out infinite mana, and plus they all count for 2 because it's Goldspan Dragon, so you know how that goes. Speaking of treasures, we have another new card, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and it turns into Reflection of Kiki Jiki. This card is pretty cool. It's a 3 mana enchantment that when it comes down, it's going to create a 2/2 that when it attacks, creates a treasure. So that's pretty sweet. You're getting treasure right away when you're talking about, you know, Isshin doubling the treasures. That's going to be really helpful to get to these spells over here if you're having any sort of mana problems. Also, you may discard a card on Saga 2. You can get another card, so you get a little bit of card selection there. And then the Reflection of Kiki Jiki is a 2/2. Basically, you can copy any sort of non-legendary creature if you tap this, and that creature will get exiled at the end of the end step. But that ability didn't really come into effect here. It didn't really synergize with the rest of the deck. We're really focused on that 2/2 that spits out treasures, which is pretty awesome. So pretty cool list. I'm pretty happy with this list. It's pretty awesome. We have Showdown of the Skulls for draw, plus it gives 1/1 counter, so the Raiju gets another you know, more damage, as well as some Vanishing Verse for early interaction. This deck is bonkers, man. I have a sideboard if you guys want to check it out. It's Academic Probation, which kind of saved us in one game, 2 Environmental Sciences, Reduced to Memory, Start from Scratch, and 2 Mascot Exhibitions. I'm ready to get to the gameplays, guys, because you guys are going to really enjoy this. I already know it. Like I said, get ready to have your mind just explode from all the different triggers popping off here. It was too much for me to keep up. God knows I'm bad enough as it is, but enjoy the gameplay footage. We'll come back here at the end for some final thoughts. Peace. Here we go, baby. We're playing the MARDU Attack Squad today. We're playing the MARDU mob. Gang, gang. This thing is sweet, man. It's a mid-rangey list that just tries to get a little bit aggressive with creatures that trigger a bunch of abilities on attack. And we try to double up on those abilities through, you know, the new card, Isshin. Glad we drew that because I forgot its name. All right. This is a really good start. We can go here. Let's go with this first, then the Hive into the Adventurer, and then we're off to the races, man. Then we are golden. All right, let's do it. What do we got? Choose target player, reveal a hand. Oh no, are you kidding me? Please take Vanishing Verse. You're gonna ruin my plan. Yes, okay, they don't ruin my plan. They don't ruin the plan, at least yet they haven't. What a card, man. Jeez. That's fine. Actually, I need double red more than I need double black, so send that away. And let the games begin, baby. Double up on the trigger. Let's go for the Mad Mage. Gain a life. Go ahead and scry. We're just gonna go ahead and get through this maze very quickly. And our opponents, you know, got us down to one card, which really kind of stinks. But hopefully, with the Adventurer, we could just get through this quickly. Plus, having a 3/4 body out there and Isshin, that's just really good, man. Like, a lot of value. Let's create a treasure token. More mana is always good. And then we'll scry too. Both of these are pretty solid. Let's just do it like that. They're both good cards, so we'll take it. We have the first strike mechanic on our Triumphant Adventurer, so if it strikes, it's just going to kill our opponent's thing and nothing they can do about it. All right, now we're going to the adventure. You know, we're going to adventure 4 times, so opponent's got to do something pretty drastic. They haven't killed Isshin yet. Still haven't killed Isshin. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and go into the dungeon here. Who knew dungeon was back, huh? Who knew the dungeon was back? Oh, we're playing you, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing you. Oh. All right, let's scry 3. Another showdown seems pretty fun, but I don't think we need it, right? Yeah, I don't think we need the showdown. I think the showdown's a little bit... Dude, we are going through so many... We're going through so many dungeons right now. I honestly don't even really understand what exactly is happening at this time. All right, let's go ahead and grab... Let's grab an Environmental Sciences. Let's go back through the old Mad Mage, huh? I gotta say, this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty happy with all of this, that's for sure. All right, so we have 2 mana to spend here. I am just going to drop this. We're gonna play the Environmental Sciences. I don't need the treasure. We're gonna get plenty more treasure, trust me. We're going through that maze again, so no problem there. We have Adeline, which is gonna trigger twice. Everything's gonna trigger twice, which is just ungodly. This is gonna get really ugly for our opponent. This is gonna get so ugly. We actually don't even need these paladins. Get rid of the paladins. We've already got one in the yard over here that we can cast, which we might or might not. We'll see. If we play it, do we play Adeline too? We sure do. All right. Let's scry 1. What's on top of our deck here? Goldspan? Sure, I could use 2 treasures a turn. Let's go ahead and drop an Adeline here. Put 1 more counter on this bad boy right here. Attack in, double up Adeline, double up Sparring Regimen. double up everything. Oh my god, this deck is actually bonkers. This deck is actually bonkers. Bro, this is only my second time playing it, so it's like it's a little out there. It's like I didn't know it did this. I didn't know it did all of this. Holy cow. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Isshin is godly. This card is godly. Oh my goodness. Blood on the snow. They finally clear out our board, but I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Yeah, let's just do this now. Let's just do this now. Get the 1/1 counter. Attack in for additional damage. We get another 1/1 counter. And it's got vigilance, baby. Sparring regimen. Oh my god, this is so fun. This is so fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying this because I am. Baleful Mastery, sure. We're about to exile the top 2 cards and we can play them. Nice. Let's do that. Let's do that real quick. Ooh, I don't mind playing a little Adeline action here. Drop the land, sure. There's so much value here, man. It's like once Isshin has done its job of just duplicating every sort of mechanic that you have, it's already done. I mean, we've got so much value from that. Having the sparring regimen on the field, like, this is nice. This is nice. I didn't play the Triumphant Adventurer, by the way, because I didn't want them to top deck a sweeper and get super lucky. So we're gonna just play it safe. No need to rush. And there's the scoop, dude. My brain couldn't even keep up with what was happening there. GG's. My goodness, Mardu is insane. I did not expect us to be venturing that many times. Like, this deck might actually be a venture list, which is wild. I thought having 2 venture cards in here would be cool with the double triggers, but I didn't realize we'd be completing the hardest dungeon 2 times over in a game. It's like, that was off the charts. All right, opponent goes first. We have a slower hand going second here, but it might be worth it. We'll see. Another like mono black style situation here. This is like the new merchant, man. The merchant was a 1/4, creates a treasure, draws a card when you sacrifice stuff. This is like the new version of that. Den of the Bugbear is fine. We get a Goldspan Dragon, which is pretty helpful, I can't lie, especially when you're talking about sparring regimen being on the field and whatnot. All right, so it's Orzhov. Yeah, we might have been too slow. We might have gotten ourselves in trouble by keeping this hand, but we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. That's pretty awesome. If that's the case, let's play this first so we can try to ramp up and try to unload our hand here in the next couple of turns. Because if we get down Isshin next turn and we're generating double treasures, then we can get going here on everything else like really fast. Let's mana accelerate. I am afraid of right. I'm afraid of the Rite of Oblivion, man. The Rite of Oblivion could be pretty gnarly. Don't like that. I might just play the Sparring Regimen here. You may discard up to 2 cards if you do draw that many cards. Let's discard you and you. All right, let's try to play the Sparring Regimen here. And the reason we're going to go for the Regimen play, I think, is because we want to be able to attack in here and still kill that angel. And we're generating 1 treasure still, so it's still worth it. We might need a reduce to memory, but I don't know. We might. right, let's create that treasure. Let's get it 1/1. Nice, they let it go through. That's big. That's big. Okay. And then this is the first time I'm playing this card. So then we're gonna get an enchantment where we can copy, or we can create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature you control. It has haste and you sacrifice it at the end step. So that's pretty good. They do have Rite of Oblivion. Ouch. That's brutal because I don't want them to hit the Isshin with that. So we'll wait on the Isshin. We don't want to go too soon on that. All right, do we Sparring Regimen this? Or do we go for mana? I think I want to go for the mana here. They're gonna use the Rite of Oblivion to kill the Goldspan Dragon, so that's fine with me. That's fine with me. Reflection of Kiki Jiki about to go off here, I think. All right, they had another one though. Ouch. All right. All right, another Rite of Oblivion is tough, but they don't have too many good sacrifice tools until I say that. Now they get the Professor Symbology, which is a great sacrifice tool. All right. Well, I can send it now on the Isshin for 1 turn. And I can get double triggers on the regiment, which seems pretty cool. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. Let's do it. Or do I want to go for Adeline? Adeline seems pretty cool too. That's a lot of threats. A lot of power out there. A lot of power out there. Here we go. Double Sparring Regimen. Double Adeline. Love it. That's a lot of damage. They're going to have to block with the Professor, which they don't want to do because now if they want a Rite of Oblivion, they're going to have to sacrifice the Legion Angel. I feel like that's pretty solid. Let's see if they see the value in Isshin or not. I wonder, because it's such a new card. Sometimes people don't actually see the value in these new cards until they've seen them played enough times. Let's go! I knew they were going to be in trouble there because if they wanted to cast another Rite of Oblivion, it would have been 4 mana, which would have been pretty close to all their mana, and they would have had to sacrifice their only blocker just to take out 1 threat. They were in trouble. I can't get over how silly and bonkers this thing can be. Oh man, this is so fun. There's so many triggers though, it's hard for my brain to keep up. I can't lie. Like just trying to keep up with all of the dungeon triggers. Like I didn't expect this to be a dungeon. I really didn't expect this to be like a venture list, but here we are. And I'm okay with it. I am okay with it. I like the early interaction with Vanishing Verse, but I don't like this hand. I feel like I'm kind of being forced to keep it though. I just have too much early interaction here not to keep this hand. It's sad. Hopefully we see some creatures so I can take advantage of these, but if it's like blue that comes down right here, we are toast. We will be toasted. All right, that's fine. We like to see that. We also like to see the card we just top decked, by the way. That's a treasure generator. And we love that. No thanks. No thank you, I'm good. All right, let's get that treasure going, baby. And we got a showdown of the skulls. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. This hand just got so much better. Those were 2 great top decks. Whoa, what's going on here? I don't like all that nonsense. All right, this says it's a... Oh, gosh, what does this thing do? So flying at the beginning of end step, you may pay 1. When you do, target player mills 1 card. Okay. This is a shrine? It's a shrine. Shrines are back, huh? Let's discard 1 of these. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted to see. Let's do this. And then I think I'm going to cast the Showdown of the Scalds here. And then Showdown of the Scalds will allow me to modify my creatures by putting 1/1 counters on them the next turn, which then allows the Raiju to do its thing. And if I hit a land here off the Showdown of the Scalds, I'll play it from exile as opposed to here. Nice. We hit it on the last card. Of course we get a Goldspan Dragon though, which is going to get wasted. I feel like I don't feel like I want to play that. I feel like the Regimen though looks pretty good. I don't know. All right, this one does what now? At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1 if you do destroy target creature with toughness X or less, where X is the number of shrines you control. That's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. All right, let's go with no, I don't think I can. All right, we're gonna attack first. I should have played the Regiment first. I'm trying to play the Regiment and the Fable here. I should have played the Regimen, attacked, got the 1/1 counter. Okay, that worked out. That worked out. My misplay didn't get punished too bad. All right, let's get the Sparring Regimen in. Yeah, I screwed that up big time. The sequencing there could have been so much better. All right, are these artifacts or enchantments? These are enchantments, of course they are. All right, let's go get another Fabled. All right, we're doing good. We're doing really, really good. I do wish I would have played that turn differently. It could have gone way better for me. Believe me, I know. No need to tell me I made misplays in the comments. I did take full responsibility for them already. So please don't let me know how bad I am. I get it. All right. Vanishing Verse is going to be really solid against these. They really are. Enchant Land says what now? Put a 1/1 counter on target creature or vehicle you control. They did that. Okay. Add 2 mana of 1 color. Okay. So they can pay now to do 2 damage to my 2/2. Okay. That's fine. Is that a shrine? It's not a shrine, right? Okay. There's only 1 creature they can kill, so there you go. Oh, they got 2 pretty solid cards there. Don't like that. Okay. I can discard. Let's discard 1 more Raiju here. Man, every time I want to play like the Raiju and stuff, it just like I keep getting better things to do. I feel like if I go Scalds, Vanishing Verse, I think I like that better. Or this. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. All right. I can't play the Vanishing Verse though, but it's okay. I think I'm just gonna get super aggressive. Oh, I get 2 treasures. I forgot. I do get 2 treasures. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. I do get 2 treasures. I forgot about this little fella's ability to get a treasure as well. Still working the kinks. Still working the kinks out, guys. All right. So many triggers. There's so many things on the battlefield that are just like boom, 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 just triggering all over the place. All right, they block. I like that. We have Death Touch though, so we do die. This is gonna spit out another one next turn though, so that works just fine. And we can start making copies of things. I don't know if I want to though. I don't think that a copying ability is really what we need to be focusing on here. I really don't. Okay, 2 more shrines right away. This one says 1/1 counters. Okay. I don't see how they could beat us here. They're too slow. They're a little too slow. Shrines are cool, but I just don't think I don't think they're it, you know? They just ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. Adeline. All right, here we go. Let's get the Raiju in there and start going off. Let's start popping off here. All right, we got so much treasure to work with too. We could play the Showdown of the Scalds, go get a land, maybe potentially a 2 mana play, Vanishing Verse being, or a Triumphant Adventurer. But either way, they died. They took 2 from the initial Raiju attack, and then Yeah, we were just too much there. We were too much there. GG. All right, well, you guys might notice my rank's a little bit different. We did just win another game. I didn't actually hit record at the beginning. I hit it a little late, and I was like, wait a minute, I totally forgot to hit the button. So here we are. We are up one more. We just won another game pretty easily. Opponent was running an Orzhov deck, and we were able to run right through him pretty easily. Got down an early Adeline. A Raiju just went off, man. Went off. Man, I hope you guys are enjoying this one. This one has been spectacular for us. And I think if we win this one, we go to Diamond Tier 1. So we are cruising to Mythic right now. These new cards. These new cards are wild. Absolutely wild. I'm keeping this because I am a glutton for punishment. Having two Isshin is really nice. I obviously think we'll top deck some stuff we can play with it, hopefully. I'm hoping. What's it gonna be? They mulligan once, yeah. This is not a great hand. I'm not keeping this because it's like, oh, I'm gonna snap keep this. This is such a great hand, but it can develop into something great. As long as we have Isshin, things should be just fine for us. All the extra value we generate will be, we'll be able to fix any sort of issues our deck might have currently. Or our hand has, I should say. Okay, they are Boros so far. Potion of healing, interesting. Going to get Isshin down here. I don't know if it's going to get a much value. We'll see. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of exiling effects. Oh no, they say good game. That means they missed their land drop. They missed their land drop. They're going to sacrifice that to gain 3 life. Oh man, they mulliganed and then they got a 2-land hand. I've been there before. They do find their 3rd land. Hopefully they can start playing here. I would like to see them at least put up some sort of a fight here. I would like to see what they're gonna do here, because you don't see Potion of Healing every day. Not every day. Okay, seize the spoils. Oh, they're a mill deck. Okay, you know what? I don't really want to see what you're gonna do. I'm good on that. I'll pass. I'll pass. Instead, go ahead and see what I'm about to do. Double treasures. Double triggers into the old dungeon. Skip the scry. And Vanishing First is a very good card. I don't know if they're going to be running too many permanents, but still a very good card. So much treasure with the gold span. This is going to get wild. I could play another gold span and just spit out infinite mana here, but I think I'm going to go here first. I don't like that they keep saying good game. I'm trying to rush through these plays so they don't leave. Trying to get as much of this game out as we can here. Sparring regimen seems fun, especially when you're talking about double triggers. Double triggers on the sparring regimen, giving 2 1/1 counters plus vigilance. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have something instant speed here. I mean, they have 5 mana, they didn't do anything with it, so I gotta imagine they're gonna answer something here. Okay, you may cast up to 2 instant or sorcery spells. Uh-oh. They're gonna mill me. Oh no. Oh no! Okay, well, they're in it. They are in it. I thought they were saying good game because they were upset about how things were going, but apparently they don't really care. They were just fine. They were just fine. Oh man, that was a big ouch. I just got absolutely destroyed there. That is an incredible card, that farewell card. Absolutely incredible. Let's get mascot. Dang, that's brutal. That's actually brutal, dude. Holy cow. I mean, we do just immediately refuel our situation here and go again, but that is brutal. Well played on that, man. They did go exile their graveyards though, which is kind of strange. All right, we have a really good hand though. I'm really happy with this hand. So I mean, we should be able to figure this out. All right, Showdown of the Skulls. I get to see what's up here. Land, dual strike. All right, that's fine. They find some blue mana though. Tasha is like their main win con, I've got to imagine. But they did exile one of them already. I thought when they cast that spell, this Calamity, I thought for sure they were going to be playing Tasha's Hideous Laughter. But that wasn't the case. They had a much better spell in mind. Much better spell. So if I go here, I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4 mana left over, so I can't play. Well, that stinks. That does stink a little bit. I wish I could have got a double gold span trigger here, but I can't. So let's go ahead and just attack here and see what Nadar is able to do. Double Sparring Regimen, double dungeon. Scry 2. Another Regimen and land. I'll take the Regimen. The land, we're good on mana. Exile the top 2 cards. I could play them. Let's do it. I did avoid playing a land this turn, so I should be able to play another one. Nice, we get both. Man, we are going right now, aren't we? We are absolutely going right now. Let's go ahead and grab this just in case. I am going to name Farewell, but I wonder if that gets around the Calamity, right? Calamity says you may cast up to 2 instant or sorcery spells with a mana cover or less from your graveyard without paying their mana cost. They are casting the spell, so I could do this and name Farewell. I'm gonna wait one more turn to do it. Obviously I could get crushed by it right now, but I am gonna wait one more turn and then get in with the gold span 2 times, hopefully winning the game. That's the goal, at least. That is the goal. We hasty gold span dragon in, name Farewell, and then we should be able to win the game. Obviously doesn't mean that they're not running more sweepers, but okay. Dual strike, okay. Tasha's, that's got to be Tasha's, right? Like, what else could it be? They're going for the one shot here. Oh, they're going for Farewell. Okay. All right, that's what we thought might have happened. All right. So they left it in their graveyard on purpose for the Calamity, right? Invoke Calamity. I'm so afraid that they can get around. I feel like they can get around the call out of Farewell if I name Farewell here by playing Calamity, but I'm not sure. All right. That 3 life they gained from the potion 2 might have saved them, but I do have the Den of the Bugbear down low, so that's kind of the finisher. Oh, come on, we can do this. We can do this. We have 38 cards in the deck, so even if they copy a Tasha's, we should be good. We have a lot of, you know, everything's mana cost 3 or more, so we should be fine with 2 Tasha's. All right. They're looking at their graveyard. Reconstruct history, that's fine. That's a-okay with me. If they have spot removal for the den, that could be pretty bad. Okay, they've only got 1 mana to work with now. This is good news. This is good news. Have they played a land yet, though? They haven't. Nice. They're gonna gain life here. They're gonna gain 3 life here. So this is gonna gain 3. That puts them at 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the... I can do 9 if I can play Adeline and activate the den. I sure can. All right, this should be good enough. This should be good enough. There it is. That should be plenty. GG's. Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. We are diamond tier 1. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we got time for at least one more, maybe 2, depending on how fast it goes. Diamond tier 1, on our way to mythic. Officially on our way to mythic, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, we have a good starting hand. All right, this is fine. This is really good. We just need to find that third mana and we're golden. It's got to be, it has to be red or white, but I like the odds. I like the odds. Man, we're such a venture list. I just never expected that. When I built this, I was like, you know, we'll venture into the dungeon, trigger a few times. That could be pretty cool. Never did I expect to be like, yo, how many times can we finish this dungeon? All right, I don't like the colors here. I thought with this avatar, we'd see some gruel, but opponent's running is it? Which does mean we have to be worried about those control factors, and we do hit a land, and it's a good one. It is a good one. Double the venture, baby. Double the fun. What was that one? There's that one commercial back in the day, man. It's like for gum. It's like double, I don't know, double bubble, something like that. I feel like I basically just said their slogan. All right. Adeline next turn seems pretty awesome. Ooh, Hinata from Naruto. What do we got here? Flying trample spells cost 1 less to cast for each target. What? Spells you cast cost 1 less for each target. Spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more for each target. Okay. Good thing we're not targeting anything here. Adeline, baby. You stay back. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy now. Relax. Treasure? Yeah, let's do treasure. Just in case we don't hit our land here, but we are scrying too. We should be able to hit our land. Ooh. Don't have any modified creatures just yet. That seems fun, but I don't think we need that. I'd rather hit a land, get the gold span down, and then produce like a ton of mana. Maybe get down a paladin. The Vanishing Verse doesn't hit Hinata because of its colors, obviously. Plus, I'd have to pay 1 additional. Pretty cool card, I guess. It's a pretty cool card, but it's a pretty specific card. Like, if you kind of have to hope that I'm trying to target things with my spells, as opposed to just broadly casting sweepers or whatever. All right, they have something. Okay. Oh, I think it's Shatter Skull Smashing. They're targeting a couple things here. What's going on? Why are you touching everything? That's why. Not bad. Not bad. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I still get the double triggers though for Adeline and Goldspan Dragon, so it's all good. It's all gravy, baby. I just gotta hit a land off the top though. Still, that's still the goal. Wait, Magma Opus though. Are you able to cast it for that cheap? What is going on here? Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each target. Wow. So okay, so it's targeting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets, making it 6 less to cast. I get it now. That is busted. That is a sick combo. I might have to copy that. That is pretty wild. A 2-mana Magma Opus. Wow, it just dawned on me how busted that actually is. Shoot, we might have met our match here. Definitely might have met our match here. Looks like they have another one though. Wow. So all you got to do is have a Hinata on the field and you got yourself Magma Opuses for the cost of a freaking for nothing. All right. The card draw, the token generation. Wild. All right, so we draw a Goldspan Dragon. Not what we wanted to see here. They did tap down my land too, which is so annoying. Looks like we're going with the Nadar. Nadar it is. What are we gonna get here? Create or exile the top 2 cards. I didn't hit a land yet, so let's go ahead and try to get a land here off the top here. We do get a land. We'll take it. My white. Can't cast it. I wish I could. Wish I could, my friend, but I can't. That's tough, man. At least Magma Opus can't kill our Isshin and our Adeline, so those are gonna be a lot harder to deal with. You're not gonna get it with the Opus. You're gonna have to do a little bit more. So things like Shatter Skull Smashing are gonna cost 2 less too, which is crazy. Okay, that's annoying. At least I can kill that with the Vanishing Verse. That's fine. That's fine. All right, things are gonna get pretty bad for our opponent here if they don't. They really have another Magma Opus. You're kidding me. If they have another Magma Opus, that is wild. They do. They really do. Savage, man. Absolute savagery. I mean, how do you beat that? How do you beat the perfect draw? I don't think you can. I don't think you can beat that draw. That draw is a little too good, I think. I can block. Oh man, what is going on here? Oh, this is not good. All right, so we're gonna have to Vanishing Verse the Ifrit, obviously, because if they get another free spell here, we are about to finish our dungeon. Both these have Vigilance, which is nice. I don't think we can pull this off, though. I really don't think we can pull this off, unfortunately. That doesn't win us the game. That doesn't win us the game. That doesn't win us the game. I don't think there's a card that exists that wins us the game here. I need a flyer. I need our Singular Goldspan Dragon. That's unfortunate. The only thing that could have saved us there was our Goldspan Dragon because it can block, but that's tough. That is tough. All right, we lose. GG's, my friend. You did a great job. That is a really cool combo. I can respect it. Well played. Well played. And that's gonna do it for today's gameplay footage, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. This one was up there with some historic ones we've done as far as really cool things that it can do. I'm really happy with it. Obviously it's Mardu. You gotta love the Mardu, right? We are the Mardu mob after all. Isshin, I mean, what can I say about this card? It is busted. This card is busted. The only problem I have with this card is the available creativity for it is very limited because it is Mardu colors. You need 3 very specific colors that you can't expand this idea into other colors like green and blue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be fun to see what you could do with this card and more you know, color schemes. Obviously Mardu is the best one, so I'll take it. But it would be fun to see this thing, you know, if it was like a black and 2, you know, whatever. But yeah, that's my only complaint about the card. The card is ridiculous. It does so much for us, as you see. The other problem I have with this deck too is the curve out, right? So if you're going second, the curve can be a little bit of a problem and a little dicey if you don't get one of these 2 cards in your opening hand, which does happen. So if you are not getting a turn until turn 3, it can get a little rough. So if you can figure out a way to maybe add a few more 2 or 1 drops potentially, you can make this deck a lot better. I checked, I didn't see too many things that I was too fond of, to be honest, that fall into the, you know, the whole synergies and game plans of what we're trying to do. You could add some more early game removal if you want to, maybe some, you know, Blood Chief's Thirst, whatever it may be. Fateful Absences, things like that, just to mitigate a little bit of that relief early on in the game. But everything else, man, all the double triggers on all these things is pretty good. And you could even, you know, have an argument for more venturing going on. There are things that venture that you could throw in here that we didn't already have in here. But I think the fact that we're already completing dungeons regularly, I think we've got plenty of dungeon effects. Adeline didn't get as much love and play as I wanted it to. I thought this card was going to go over the top busted, but pretty simple thing that you can do. You can do when you can type in when attack and you're going to get a little filter of everything that says when they attack they do X, and you can go in here and you can kind of look and see what's up. There are some other things that I considered for the deck, but I wanted to bring the curve down, like the Bloodveil Purveyor. This thing gets a big buff on how many blood tokens your opponent has when it attacks, so it's going to get double that power, which could be pretty sweet if you're trying to get really aggressive. If you're trying to do some graveyard stuff, you can exile your opponent's graveyard multiple times with the Trespasser. There are some really cool effects that you can get off of a lot of different creatures that I did consider. You know, I considered quite a few things, you know, to put into this deck, but I like kind of where we landed. I'm pretty happy with the way things went, and I really wouldn't change too much of it. Normally I have things I would change. I don't think I would change any of it, but if you have any ideas on how to make it any better, as always, leave it in the comments below. Huge shout out to you guys as well for making it this far into the video. I really appreciate that. It goes a long way with the watch time, and YouTube pushes my videos out to more people when you stay this long, so thank you for that. Thanks for hearing me out, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Before I go though, new video tomorrow, and be on the lookout for that. But huge shout out, of course, to the MARDU mob guys. I can't thank you guys enough, man. This MARDU deck was for you, obviously. MARDU not only being my favorite color, but the MARDU mob being some of my favorite people. The MARDU mob is a very you know, positive group of people who help, you know, push this content forward and help you know, monetize the channel through their membership program, and I can't thank them enough for everything they do. So always give them a big shout out at the end of every video. And if you guys want to become part of the MARDU mob, you guys can hit the join button down below or the link in the description. You can learn all about it, but we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. When's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.